felt like I was just on that upward curve, and this had literally derailed me mentally. I didn't know what was going on. I'm not a doctor. I didn't understand it.
Who nicknamed you Signal?
Oh, Pompey. I think it was like the second goalie. His name was Andy Gosney. And when I started there, I had a couple of migraines before a couple of games, and it literally was debilitating. I was like blurry, and I couldn't see, and I couldn't play. 3 years later, these injuries started, and of course the media dug that up from somewhere, and that is where that was born.
Did you hate it?
Yeah, absolutely. I was so proud of what I had achieved throughout my career at that point. It felt like I was just on that upward curve, and this had literally derailed me mentally. I didn't know what was going on. I'm not a doctor. I didn't understand it. There would be points where you would go out and be very confident within myself, but then there comes a time where in the end it's like, you walk into a room, your head bowed down a bit. You don't want people to recognise you because you don't want to be some idiot to shout sick note across a room or this or that, and it's not nice.
That's a hard thing to juggle though, isn't it? Because it's the mental challenge then, isn't it, against the physical?
Well, yeah, and then of course obviously people know now I'm being paid great and everything else, and I'm not playing, and then you got the chairman on me, he's fuming because I'm now on this mega contract for those days, but he was great. I mean, he was desperate for me to play the whole time. I mean, he called me once, and I was just about getting back to fitness, and the team was struggling, and we were playing Sheffield Wednesday at home, and I was about to play a reserve game the following week. And he called me on the Friday. He went, Darren, he goes, how are you doing? I went, yeah, not bad. I said, I trained today. It feels all right. It's a bit achy and a bit sore. He went, will you go on the bench tomorrow? I went, well, I'd love to, but why? What do you mean? I said, I want to make sure it's all right. He said, well, I don't want you to go on there if you don't think it's all right. And I'm buzzing. I'm like, oh, God, I'd love to be on the bench tomorrow. And just, He said, look, hopefully they don't need you, but the crowd and the team need a lift, and I think that'll give everyone a lift. I went, all right, okay. Yeah, all right, well, I think so. I'll come in. 3-0 up at half-time. Place is buzzing. Unbelievable. Alan Sugar used to come in the change room like nearly every half-time at that point. So he was coming, he had the biggest grin on his, he's buzzing that, look at me.
It's worked,
genius.
Yeah.
15 minutes ago, it's 3-2. Jerry's like, can you get warmed up? Oh, no. Really? Oh, no. And it was, yeah. Yeah, off I go.
Of course.
And off I go. And then it came on 15 minutes ago, and I literally was petrified. Absolutely petrified. We won 3-2. I tried not to kick the ball on the right foot. It was mad. It was silly. And I just think that was just me. I'm desperate to play. I'd missed so much football. The Spurs fans were so good to me, and I wanted to help. Luckily, then after that, there was like a 2-week break for an international break or something. And then, I had 2 weeks of got myself
to
right.
Really get it 100%.
Get it right. A couple of reserve games. And away we went. But there was just funny little things that used to happen.